Hey, Alex, I'm doing our first defensive film just so we can get a visual on our base technique. All of these are base blue, so all three linemen should be doing their base technique. Obviously, it's going to be easier to see the ends, but we will be able to see the nose a little bit here. Remember, on our base technique, we should be attacking our key, the guy in front of us, watching him, defeating him before we go pursuit of the ball carrier. We are responsible for both gaps on either side of our key. Okay. So if the ball comes to us, we need to get rid of the guy that is blocking us and go make the tackle. If the play goes away, we need to get rid of our key and then go pursue whatever direction that is. If our key wants to leave us, we need to get hands on him and not let him go until we know where the ball is going. Okay, there should be a lot of good learning points here as we go along. I'm going to go left to right for every video. Okay, it's a great coaching point right here. So Lucas takes his 2 read steps, which is great. 1, 2, he gets him down. He sees that the guy that wants to block him goes away. So he knows he can get hands on and start looking to where the ball is because he doesn't have to worry about defeating a block first because this guy went away from him. So he's looking inside and he's thinking, I'm either going to get kicked out or I'm being read by the quarterback. So I need to start reducing space right away. And that's exactly what he does. He sees that he's getting kicked out. So he turns back and engages that and stops that momentum right away and not getting washed away. Now he needs to get extension and go find ball carrier if he can. He gets rid of him and goes pursues. That's good. Watching the nose, it's kind of hard to see, but the nose that's the center. So that's the nose's key. The nose's key goes away from him and doesn't touch him. So our nose can start looking at where the ball is going. He feels pressure from this side. He sees the ball goes away, so he can do the same thing that Lucas does and fight pressure with pressure there. Try not to get moved and then go pursue the ball, which he does, which is a nice job. Okay, watching our other end here, his guy fires straight out at him. So he's going to get extension. He's getting double teamed. Back it up. He's getting double teamed by the tight end here. So he needs to drop down, turn away from pressure, and not get moved so far. You see how he's getting moved laterally? He's starting to open up a running lane for the running back. We can't give up so much movement because this is where the ball should be ran right here. Okay, and there is a gap there for that to be ran, and that's because we're getting moved by the end, or by the tight end, I should say. Okay, second play, same thing. All base techniques should be getting hands on our key, staying in front of them, and then pursuing to the ball. Okay, if you see left, our Lucas here, he gets hands on, he gets extension. His guy wants to leave him, he doesn't let him. He squeezes him down hard. Okay, it looks like someone was trying to come and kick him out. I think someone's coming to block him here, but they can't block him because they don't even see him because he's so tight. Okay, and if that ball were to come here, Lucas is there to tackle it easy, and he's able to get off and make the tackle. This is excellent. He squeezes, get hands on. He looks for ball carrier once he's defeated the block, and then he can go make the tackle. Okay, watching the nose. Okay, nose, your center, your key does the same thing. He goes away, he blocks down. You're getting down blocked by the guard. So our nose should be trying to get hands on the center as the center goes away. But then he sees ball carrier, he sees action going away. So he should fight pressure with pressure. Okay, because the block is going to tell him where the ball is going. And then once he knows the ball is going this way, he can get off and pursue to ball carrier. Okay. Now here's a good example of what we should not be doing as this base technique. Okay. We take our 2 read steps. We see that our key is pulling. We now need to shuffle down flat down the line of scrimmage and reduce space and not run up field. If we run up field, we are either getting kicked out or we're being read by the quarterback. We cannot run up field because this is exactly what's going to happen. We're going to get blindsided and we're going to be get driven out, which is not good. Okay. We need to take our 2 steps. He leaves. We try to squeeze down and engage the next thing that's coming to us. Okay, next play. Watching here, left to right. 2 steps, our guy pulls. We should be squeezing down the line of scrimmage. We can't be so high. We got to be low. Okay, watching our nose. Okay, our key is blocking back, so we need to try to get hands on until we know where the ball is going. Once we know ball is going away, then we turn back, fight pressure with pressure. Okay, and then we get rid of them and we go pursue. This isn't bad by Derek here, but don't run upfield, run down the line of scrimmage. Okay, watching our next defensive end, we can't pop up. See how we pop up right away? We're the highest hat on the field. We can't do that. We need to get our eyes on our key. Our key wants to leave and go up to linebacker. We need to stay in front of him, punch him, and not let him leave. Okay, this is too easy. And now he's on our linebacker, and our linebacker can't make the tackle. Also, since we don't squeeze, we're really easy to get kicked out here. We don't squeeze, and this guy's coming to kick us out, and it's really easy. Okay, if he was tight and flat like he would be, he should be, it'd be really easy for him to kick us out, and they're trying to run the ball right inside here. Okay, left to right, watching here. Take our 2 read steps. We should be in front of the guy, our key. We should not be off to the side here. You should be based up playing both your gaps. You should not be out here because you cannot play this gap to the inside. Okay, watching our nose. Okay, we cannot do this, Derek. We cannot pick a side. Okay, if we have a base technique, you need to engage this guy, get underneath him, okay, have better leverage than he does and sit in there. You cannot get moved, or you cannot do this and choose one gap because now you can't play the other gap. You cannot just go try to go by this guy. Notice it didn't work and you got driven out. Okay, we need to go punch that guy. You see where we're at now? Look how big this hole is. If the running back was paying attention, he'd run the ball right there. Okay, we cannot pick a side on a base technique because you're going to get driven out and we're going to create a big hole. Base technique, you need to punch the guy. Okay, same thing here. We can't retreat. We got to go punch this guy. We got to be aggressive to our key. Okay, watching here, we need to punch our key, stay on him. You see, he's going up to the linebacker. We cannot allow him to go up to the linebacker. We need to stay in front of him. Okay, demand him to stay on us so our linebacker can flow and go make the tackle. Okay, watching our nose. Our nose is way too high. I should see us down by his hips. That way we don't get moved. We're going to get moved and we're sitting up this high. Okay, watching our other end, same thing. We're way too high. We're going to get driven. As you can see, we're getting driven out right here. Okay, that's way too much. That's a big hole right here for him to run the ball through. We got to be a lot lower. Okay, this is better by our left end here, getting hands on and staying low, reading through the hips, trying to see where the ball's going. We just can't get turned like that. We got to stay square. If we stay square on our guy, there's no way we're getting kicked out here. There's no way that this is happening if we're staying square on our key. Since we're not square on our key, we're able to get kicked out and they can run the ball in that hole right there. Okay, watching our nose. This is a decent job staying low. It's a decent job, but I would like to see your head down by their hips, having your hips away. Okay, it would be a lot harder to move you. It's not bad, but they're able to move you a little bit. Okay, here, this is good read steps, reading our key. Okay, engage them right away. This is good. But now when you get to this position where you have separation, like you do here, find where the ball is going and go pursue it. Don't just sit here. We don't need to sit here anymore. Once you've defeated the block and get extension, you can get off and then try to go find the ball carrier. Okay, watching our defensive end here. His steps are too big. His steps need to be shorter because look, when he makes contact, he has 1 foot in the ground. 1 foot is up in the air. We need to take shorter steps so our feet are rooted into the ground when we make contact. Okay, we don't need to run so far upfield. We can sit there and just get extension. Okay, and sit there and look for where the ball is going to go. Now, another thing, if we're getting double teamed, we need to stay double teamed. We need to stay rooted and in a good position and don't try to leave. If we're getting double teamed, that means one of our other defenders is open to go make a tackle. Okay, if we're getting double teamed, we stay double teamed and we don't move. We should look just like this. We're low, close to the ground, and we stay double teamed because now look, we have 2 linebackers that are able to flow over to make the play if the running back had the ball. Okay, so this is a good job by our nose guard, staying nice and low. I know that we're doing a good job on double teams if I can't see you. If I can't see a red beanie, that tells me that you're doing a great job on the double team and we're not getting moved. This is an excellent job. That's how we take on a double team. Okay, watching our other end, we need to stay square on our guy, which we do a decent job doing here. We punch him. Notice that he's trying to get up to linebacker. We're not allowing him getting up to the linebacker, so our linebacker is able to flow free to go make the tackle. That's exactly what it should look like, but we got to make sure we maintain the line of scrimmage and not get driven back. After we do that, we got to go find ball carrier, though, and go pursue a little bit quicker. Okay, next play here. Okay, same thing. We take our read steps just a little bit better. Our key goes away so we can look inside to see where the ball is. We see balls going away. We can run down the line and go make the tackle. Okay, that's a good job. Okay, if your key doesn't want anything to do with you, go get hands on and see where the ball's going. If the ball's going away from you, then go pursue down the line of scrimmage. Okay, same thing, watching our nose guard. Okay, I can't even see our nose guard, which tells me that he's doing a pretty good job staying low and taking on the double team. Same thing, if you're getting double teamed, don't try to get off and make the tackle. You're doing your job by being double teamed. If you're getting double teamed, stay double teamed and just sit there and don't get moved. As soon as you try to get off and try to go get to the play, that's when you start getting in the way of the linebackers. If you're getting double teamed, you need to think, okay, I'm getting double teamed. I just need to sit here and do my job and let my linebacker go and make the tackle. That's your job if you're getting double teamed. It's not a glorious job. You don't get a lot of glory. You don't get a lot of tackles. You don't get a lot of stats. Your job is to take up blocks so our linebackers can make the tackle. You make the play, they make the tackle. And you do that by getting double teamed and staying double teamed and not getting moved so our linebackers can then flow over the top and go make the tackle. That's our job. Okay. If you're one on one, your job is to punch this guy. And if he wants to leave you, you don't let him leave you. You squeeze him, you punch him, you fight him. And if the ball comes to your gap, you get off and make the tackle just like this. This is a great example. We punch, we're physical, we see where the ball's going. I'd like us to be lower, but then we get off because the ball comes to our gap. That's excellent. Okay, watching here. Take our 2 read steps. Our steps are still too big. Okay, but it's good that you're off the line of scrimmage because your feet are still on the ground when you make contact, but we're still taking too big of steps. Okay, if he were to fire straight out at you, he would punch you before you got your 2 steps in the ground because they're so big. Okay, but you get to your guy. If you feel him reach you, you need to make sure you fight back square so that you can play both gaps if you need to. Okay, here this is nice. I can't see the nose guard. That tells me he's underneath the center and he's going to win that battle if he gets extension, which he does, and he's able to get rid of this guy and go pursue down the line of scrimmage. That's a good job there. Okay, our end here, his key, where does he go? His key pulls. So wherever your key pulls to, you need to look that direction because most likely someone's coming to block you and that they're not just going to leave you open. So if that happens, you need to punch whatever comes to you, fight pressure with pressure, and then find out where the ball's going. Okay, then you're going to go pursue to wherever that ball is. Okay, this is a pretty decent job here. He just needs to get rid, as soon as he knows where ball is and he's defeated this block, he needs to get rid of the guy. He needs to dish rag him and not let him hang on here. That's bad. We don't want him to linger. Okay. And that's it. That's the defensive film. I'm going to move on to the offensive film.